What's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Neo. Welcome to the channel. So before I go any further into Stephen A. Smith going off on Nicki Minaj, he responded to her. I want to bring out, for anybody who's wondering, I'm not like, I don't pick a side. I'm always going to tell what's going on both sides. Okay. So I always say this when I make videos about, singers and rappers. I always say this, sometimes I forget to say it on the other video, because a lot of people, they pick a side. They're either, team Cardi B or team Nicki Minaj, or they're team Drake or team Kendrick Lamar. Me personally, I listen to everybody's music. So you're not going to get that over here. So if you're over here and you're a person that's, team Nicki Minaj only, no, I listen to her music, but I'm not going to be a diehard fan or stan of any of these people, because they don't pay my bills. So I just want to put that out there. And I also want to put out there too that I do believe that Kendrick Lamar does deserve to perform at the Super Bowl, and we're going to talk about that later on again. But I want to keep it 100. Lil Wayne, both him and Lil Wayne are good rappers, but Kendrick Lamar is a better performer. And I have seen, Lil Wayne performance is just not that good. So the decision that was made on Kendrick Lamar was a good choice. So I'm gonna just put that out there. Now we're gonna go into Nicki Minaj responds to Stephen A. Smith after he calls her out on her rant against JAYZ. Who else you going to get into a beef with? Every time we turn around, it's something Nicki. So let me start playing some of this for you guys, what he said to her.
I'm going to be quiet when you talking about him like that, Nicki Minaj. What the hell was that? What's that about? Respectfully, that's some bullshit. It really, really is. That's just beyond the pale. Masterpiece open letter, no harm, no foul. Lil Wayne's your man. You're a New Orleans native. He's a New Orleans native. I get that part. You think he should have been there? I happen to know he was on the list. I happen to know he was given consideration. But Kendrick Lamar is arguably the hottest thing out right now. Not Like Us. That single, man. I mean, everybody going off about that. She was off the chain. We got to call it what it is. Now, it wasn't great for Drake. But Drake is still big time. He still got his followers. He still got people that love the hell out of him because he's phenomenal. He's fantastic. Ain't nobody here trying to throw no shade on Drake. But Kendrick Lamar right now is that dude. Right now, he's that dude. No circumstances am I going to be quiet when you talk. Dude. And why is that relevant? Because I want to put up this full screen for past performers at the Super Bowls dating back all of these years. Date back to like 2010. Y'all need to see this stuff before you open your damn mouth saying the kind of stuff that Nicki Minaj said. I ain't talking about Master P. All right? I'm not talking about that. But, Birdman, not really talking about him. I understand. There might be some history there. Listen, I listen to hip-hop music. I grew up as a product of the hip-hop generation. But I'm just listening to music. I ain't into reading the what's going on social media and in the tabloids and on all of these magazines and all of this stuff with all of these beefs going on. I don't know about all of that. Don't care. I got better things to do with my life than that. But I know this much. If you're going to tell me that somebody is in a position where they can make this argument against JAYZ's pick, I'm going to challenge you on do. And why is that relevant? Because I want to, and in terms of Nicki Minaj, you got to talk about the brother like that? Come on, Nicki. I respect you. I respect your work. I respect what you've accomplished. Who else you going to get in the beef with? Little Kim, Mariah Carey, Cardi B, Gucci Mane. I'm just looking at all of this stuff. Taylor Swift. Every time we turn around, Demi Lovato. Every time we turn around, it's something, Nicki. You disagree with the decision. You got to talk about the brother like that? And why are we talking about JAYZ like he's some damn sellout or something? Need I remind y'all, all the hip-hop artists, all the R&B people that have been performing at Super Bowl halftime over the last few years since he's been involved since 2019? Did I not read some of these names to you? The Who, Cole, And in terms of Nicki Minaj, old play and people like that, you know how hard it is for a black man to pull off what Jay-Z has pulled off instead of in terms of making sure that black folks get that kind of center stage to promote their brand and build their profile? How unappreciative can you be? It ain't about you as an individual. It's about us. All of us. As black people. And that brother right there, Jay-Z, has been front and center in pushing the envelope. You gonna call him a sellout? You gonna use the N-word to describe him like that? A sellout? You know what? What's up with that? The hell is that? He don't deserve that. This some BS. You disagree with the decision, I understand. You think Lil Wayne's supposed to be up there, I understand. I got that part. I'm talking about how you talking about Jay-Z. How you old play and people like that.
Oh, look, y'all. Another paid Laffy Taffy alien who only comes off his knees to turn around and back that ad up. Laughing my ad off. Steven, we don't care. I'ma tell you right now, we don't care. If I say more, it'll be your fault. Sit down, ugly. Hashtag Gag City Buffalo tonight. Hashtag DTLR. They really don't know when Onika get in one of them moves, Shy. Be safe, Sassy. They really don't know when Onika get in one of the moves. Okay, I don't know why I did that. My bad. All I need is a pair of clippers for that half ball head, and I'ma have SAS Sassy tail self running. Come here. Every week this nigga in the share arguing with Barbara, talking about no, not yet. Hashtag Gag City Buffalo tonight. Hashtag Gag City Cleveland tomorrow night. I think Nicki is talking about the wrong person. I think that she's talking about Shannon Sharp. That's what it sounds like. Because at the beginning,
no circumstances am I.
She's talking about Steven, wasn't you just moaning and groaning on live in your bedroom? Yeah, that's about Shannon Sharp. Last night, yesterday, he went viral for he said somebody hacked his phone and they heard and they tuned in on him having doing the do. I can't say that word because of YouTube. He was doing his nasty with somebody else, somebody named Michelle. But anyway, getting back to what he said, he said a lot of things, and like I'm gonna say, Steven, you have every right to voice your opinion, but when you're talking about beefs, you can't just brush over it and just yell and scream like you always normally do. So he said that he doesn't get into the beefs, but you're talking about a beef, literally between Nicki Minaj and Roc Nation. It's not Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z and Beyonce. No, it's Nicki Minaj versus not Roc Nation. And please, y'all need to stop saying Beyonce. Beyonce has nothing to do with that. That's just her husband. Nicki Minaj has beef with her husband and Desiree. Everybody knows this. Everybody's been talking about it on social media. If you're new about this topic, I don't know where you've been at, but everybody on social media has been talking about Nicki Minaj versus JAYZ, which is in Desiree. So he talked about beefs. That was the key thing that he talked about, and about how she rant and rave. It's funny how he mentioned that, because let's talk about beefs. You have 30 beefs that have been squashed. This is an article about beefs over the years that allegedly that has been squashed. Then they talk about every beef Jay-Z has squashed yet again, squashed in the past 2 years. But I don't see Birdman up here, because that's not squashed, right? Because Birdman did have something to say, right? Okay. You have Lil Kim versus everybody. All right. She had beef with a whole bunch of people. Then you have Azalea Banks versus The World. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Iggy Azalea, T.I., Erykah Badu. These are just a handful of high-profile artists Azalea Banks has scuffed with online in recent years. She used to be a rapper. Her career is gone. That's another story. We'll talk about that later. A timeline of beef between Cardi B and Bia. He said he doesn't get involved in beef, but he really need to. There's a lot of beefs out there. And There's a lot of beef that's out there, and for him to talk about he doesn't talk about what's going on online. Well, everybody's talking about what you doing online. You have 5 feuds involving Stephen A. Smith. Isn't that you? Is this you, Stephen A. Smith? 5 feuds involving Stephen A. Smith, Terrell, Owens, and more. These are the many beefs, feuds, whatever you want to call it, he have had himself. Explain Stephen A. Smith Stephen A's, this is what people call it, Stephen A. Smith beef with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. You have had beefs yourself. I just don't understand why you're talking about somebody else. Like I said, you have every right to talk about other people, but you too as well. Nicki Minaj has a list of beefs. I've said this. She rant and rave too. She's upset because a lot of people don't want to pay her homage. They don't want to give her respect. But I will say this, Nicki Minaj, you do want everybody to bow down to you, and you are a great rapper. But no, I'm not gonna bow down to you either. So putting that out there. So she does what, and I've talked about this. I've talked about her beefs already on this channel. He also talked about. He also spilled the tea. If y'all didn't heard, he spilled the tea on something. Let me play it for you again. Let me see if I can find it again. He spilled the tea on JAYZ. There was a question about if JAYZ chooses who performs at the Super Bowl. Everybody was swearing up and down, no, that's not true. Everybody was swearing up and down, no, that's not true. It's the city that chooses. Apparently that's a lie. Let me play it again.
Every time we turn around, it's something, Nicki. You disagree with the decision. You got to talk about the brother like that? And why are we talking about JAYZ like he's some damn sellout or something? Need I remind y'all, all the hip-hop artists, all the R&B people that have been performing at Super Bowl halftime over the last few years since he's been involved since 2019? Did I not read some of these names to you? The Who, Cole. And in terms of Nicki Minaj, build their profile? How unappreciative can you be? It ain't about you as an individual. It's about us. All of us.
So he just confirmed there that JAYZ does he has a say. He can pick and choose and decide, help with the decision on picking the artist. So I found an article here because a lot of people were saying no, that was not true. And thank you, Stephen A. Smith. You helped me out with that answer. So it says, how is a Super Bowl halftime performer chosen? Vibe looks into the selection process since JAYZ and Roc Nation partnered with the league in 2019. The Super Bowl halftime show has evolved from an intermissive slot where bands often perform patriotic showcase to culturally relevant performance stage that can cement the superstar power of established musicians. All right, earlier this week, Kendrick Lamar was announced as the main event for a Super Bowl set for February 2025, joining the likes of Usher 2024, Rihanna 2023, The Weeknd 2021, as solo headliner acts since JAYZ and Roc Nation joined the NFL in curating the production. He previously took the stage in 2022 alongside Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige for a group performance. Additionally, Shakira and Jennifer Lopez co-headlined the halftime show in 2020. The partnership established in 2019. JAYZ and Roc Nation, co-producers of the Super Bowl halftime show, as well as added their involvement in choosing entertainers who will perform in the televised NFL promotional spots throughout the season, selecting music for NFL uses during the season, and enhancing community activism through the NFL's Inspire Change program. The process of the selection, Fracture said. The Brooklyn rapper at the time explained why he has never taken the field per Business Insider. You take 4 artists, everyone thinks they're playing the Super Bowl. It's almost like this interview process, he said. When an artist is finally chosen, now there are 3 upset performers. He doesn't choose. So for the people out there saying no, that's a lie, he doesn't choose, this is why people were upset and outraged. Let me go ahead and play you the people that Stephen A. I don't know why Stephen went off on Nicki Minaj. There was other people who was upset. For some reason, he won't say nothing to Birdman. Not quite sure why. But he has all this drama. He has all this to say to Nicki Minaj, but he doesn't want to say nothing to Birdman. Okay, so let me go back and play my previous video that I played, that I made on this K-Dot situation with everybody getting upset about the halftime show.
Flashback.
So, even Master P speaks on Kendrick Lamar upcoming Super Bowl halftime performances. Lil Wayne should be a part of this celebration as well. All right. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Lil Wayne's longtime engineer seemingly reacts to Kendrick Lamar's halftime news. Confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all inspired. Will never again be in the position or have the go in position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decision. We will make the decisions. Very interesting. I want to play something else for you guys. So here comes, so Birdman, this is just 2 minutes ago. I just saw that. Remember, I told you guys this involves Birdman. We're going to go back. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, just bear with me. I'm going to tell you what's going on. It says, these niggas at Nicki Minaj at Drake, I'm making these niggas respect on Gladys. Hating ish for real. So it's getting deeper and deeper out here. So a lot of people are saying stop.
End of flashback.
So now you niggas understanding, huh? Same motherfucking shit that I was just saying 50 Cent did in Shreveport. Now it's happening in New Orleans on a bigger scale, so people like Master P come in on it, you know, so now everybody understand. I just made this same fucking statement, but I guess, you know, cause I ain't my brother, motherfuckers ain't get it. Well, I'm glad it's going down like it's going down. God told me to just sit back and motherfuckers' eyes was gonna be open. It don't matter whether you small or big. It don't matter whether you large. It don't matter whether you tiny. Homage is old. Respect is old. You supposed to pay respect to the motherfuckers that laid the foundation before you. I wouldn't give a damn what your organization is. I wouldn't give a damn how much money you spent. I wouldn't give a damn what you did. When you walk into a house, you speak to everybody who live in that house and you pay respect to everybody who live in that house. I'm from the South. Now, wherever you from, you go do what you do wherever you go do it. But when you come to the South, y'all got to show more respect in this, bro. We got our own culture here. Niggas coming down here laughing, playing games, thinking they just gonna use their money and take over everything. It ain't going down like that. We going back to that old fucking law. You niggas stepping on turf, gon' do what you supposed to do, or you gonna pack your shit up and get the fuck on somewhere. All the nice guy shit out the window. Fuck being nice. Fuck trying to cop deuces. Take back every nice word I said to you niggas. Get your fucking mind right, or we gonna make niggas get their mind right. How about that?
All right, so I just played those videos for you. The whole point of this video is, if you're gonna speak on this, you gotta speak about everybody who talked about this, who you gotta talk about the other artists who was upset about it. A lot of people are saying this has to do with money, because a lot of people is not making a lot of money. I think that's why a lot of people are arguing and upset about a whole lot of things, which is true as well. I believe that too as well. You know, the money is, you know, people is hurting for money now. People are not that popular anymore like how they used to be. And Kendrick Lamar is the hot one right now. And so is Nicki Minaj. I think that's why Stephen A went after Nicki Minaj and didn't want to talk about Birdman and didn't want to talk about Hurricane Chris, especially Hurricane Chris. Like, nobody is checking for them. So that's why it's good to go after Nicki Minaj, because she has a concert right now. She has a concert that's doing very well, and she has a loyal fan base, and that's why he decided to go after her. That's why I think. That's just my conclusion. That's why I think he went after her. He don't really care for her. And then not only that, it sounds like he's very one-sided with this conversation, because he doesn't want to talk about JAYZ past. I have to be careful too, because sometimes these videos get flagged. But there's a lot of sketchy things with JAYZ past. I don't know if I'm going to show it to you guys or tell you about it, but JAYZ past is a little sketchy. I'm just putting that out there, and it's kind of funny how Steven is taking up for him. I'm just saying. Also, this is about Lil Wayne performing. Yet again, like I state, Lil Wayne is not a good performer like how he used to be. And not only that, Lil Wayne is not for the people. He's really not for the black folks. He said that He don't see black and white. He didn't really care for Black Lives Matter movement.
Black Lives Matter.
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea was that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police and for a up reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matter, especially to my.
Do you separate yourself from it?
I don't feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy as you. Connected to this flag right. As I'm connected, I'm a gangbanger, man. I'm connected.
He ended our interview angrily.
What's your reaction to Kaepernick's protests?
Yeah, going right back again to this man. It's a man and his decisions, man. Respect the man and his decision. That's all I can do. I have no opinion on it because the things that's, I mean, I'm not into it enough to even give an opinion. So when he did it, I really didn't even know what. Somebody had to tell me why he was doing it. That's how much I didn't know what was going on. And I kind of still don't. So somebody had to explain to me, like, yo, you kneeling because of the Black Lives Matter thing and because of, and all that wave or whatever, that whole wave just went by me too fast for me even try to even give an opinion. So I just was like, oh, okay. That's what's happening.
So you're a deep thinker in these issues.
Mm-hmm.
So step back from all of it. I know this is a very broad question, but where are we in the United States of America in race relations and what you see from day to day in your life?
Skip, they wouldn't want to ask me that. They wouldn't want my answer to represent it because God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, and never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism, and I'm glad I didn't have to. And I don't know if it's because of my blessings, I don't know if it's, but it is my reality. So I would have to say, not only did I thought it was over, I still believe it's over, but obviously it isn't.
So you've never experienced any offensive behavior from any other color or?
No, sir.
Wow.
But
you are blessed.
But you see what's going on even in your city, New Orleans, with Alton Sterling.
Yeah.
During Katrina, the officers that killed those and ended up in jail. So I know you say you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
But you see some of the things
I see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. As far as an opinion on what's going on, I mean, of course, we all want somebody to figure out what's going on first and then put a stop to it or try to put a stop to it. Everybody come together and figure something out, and maybe just coming together is the solution. But we'd have to do that first. And obviously we have a bunch of differences, people feeling this way, people feeling that way. When you come to a person like me, my answer is always the same, man. My politics, my flag, my country, my nation, my world, all that is Reginae, Cameron, Neil, and his brother, Tony. That's it. That's my nation, that's my flag, that's my world, that's my protest, that's my don't protest, that's my everything. That's all that matters, those 4 kids to me.
So go one level deeper with me. I remember one time I saw you after you had done a concert, I think it was in Westchester, different kind of neighborhood, but I asked you what the racial breakdown was of your audience. Do you remember this? And you told me the only black face you could see in the whole audience was your makeup artist. I believe that's what you said, and she was in the front row, right? A lot of white kids love rap.
Yes.
Explain that. What does that say to you? What's the message of it? What's the bigger picture of it?
I don't want to be bashed because I don't want to sound like I'm on the wrong if there is a side, but I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism. That's what I thought that was.
Okay, I
But
got
that
it.
was a perfect example. When I look out and I come up off the stage, when I'm coming out the bottom of the stage of my show, when I'm on tour, and I'm in my stance or whatever, and I open my eyes and I see everybody. I don't have this type of crowd or that type of crowd. My crowd has always been everybody, thank God. And that's all I can answer for. So.
Do you think the younger generation, the millennials, do you think they're moving a little further away from the racism as opposed to where it used to be?
It's not cool to them.
Right.
It's not cool to them. It don't matter to them. And when it's so not cool that it doesn't even matter to them. You know, they're like, what? What? You know, they're like, what happened? And that's their response. That's the millennials' response.
But could it be that you're a musician, and obviously as an ex-professional athlete or as an entertainer, do you think they treat you differently? Although you are black, you are a prominent figure in the black community. Could that be?
That's why I said I'm sure it may be because of my blessing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why my path has been different.
Right.
But I'm be first one to say I'm sure that it has a lot to do with it, but it also is the person that I am. I believe strongly that it's the person that I am.
You treat people a certain.
Exactly.
Like I said, Wayne, I commend you. I'm glad you're speaking. You're not embellishing a story. Being from New Orleans, experiencing what you've been able to experience. I remember reading where you say you accidentally shot yourself, but racism is real. He knows it's real, although he hasn't experienced it.
With that said, that day,
yeah,
that I shot myself, the police, I was the only person in the house.
Right.
Police came through there. They knocked the doors down. I was on the floor.
Right.
They jumped over. They all hopped over me and went looking for the drugs and looking for this and that. It was a white police that came, ran up there and stopped and said, "What the are y'all doing? Do y'all not see this baby on the floor?" And they said, "We called the ambulance. The ambulance." He said, "Ambulance, he has a hole in his chest." He picked me up. He brought me to the hospital himself. He was white. At the age of 12 years old, I shot myself. I was in the house. Police knocked on the door. I was right there. They knocked the door down. Everybody jumped over my body to go get the guns and drugs and whatever they could find. It took one guy to stop right there and cuss everybody that hopped over me out. Like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" They said, "Oh, no, we was going to see if it, what the fuck are y'all doing? We called the ambulance." "An ambulance? Do you not see this kid on the floor with this hole in his chest?" I said, you drive. Pick me up. Brought me to the hospital. He didn't drop me off at the ambulance and say, "You take him." He brought me to the hospital room and made two and stood there and waited till the doctor said he's gonna make it. He said, "Don't worry, my name's Uncle Bob." He was white as snow. The that hopped over me was blacker than me.
Was he a cop?
Yeah, he was a cop, and my life was saved by a white man. I don't know what racism is. I know a good.
So yeah, Lil Wayne has done a lot of things too, where a lot of people like, I don't want to see Lil Wayne perform anyway. You know, he have said some things too that the black community doesn't like. Just putting that out there. That's why I say I'm not one-sided. You know, I'm not one-sided. There's a lot of. I've talked about these situations. I've talked about these so many times when it comes to celebrities. This is why I said I listen to people's music and I keep it pushing. I look at your movies and I keep it pushing. All of this, you know, worshiping celebrities and BS, I don't do that, because if y'all really want to sit down and learn about all the history behind these celebrities, y'all wouldn't be supporting these people like that. So I just want to put that out there. I mean, if he's gonna be upset, he needs to be upset about him and his past beefs. He needs to really bring up, if you're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj, you need to bring up all the truth. You can't just sit there and just
hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about, it hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. Y'all are amazing. It made me feel like not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like you guys reminded me that I ain't without y'all. That's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, my homies on sports television, everybody repping me. I really appreciate that.
Have talk about the situation, you know. But let me tell y'all, I will be tuning in. I will be tuning in to Kendrick Lamar, you know, show. I can't wait to see what he's gonna put up. I know it's gonna be really good. I can't wait for the halftime show. I'm very excited about it. I really do like some Kendrick Lamar music. His stuff is very inspiring. There's so many lists of songs that I'm so ready to hear, like Love, Humble. I hope he brings SZA out. All the Stars. Oh my God! Like, there's so many songs that he have made. I know some people don't like the song that he made with Taylor Swift, but I like that one too. Bad Love. Yes, I'm just so excited to see his halftime show. Are you guys excited? Yeah, let's just end this off on a good note. Let me know what you think down below in the comment area about this video. But after that, see y'all later. Peace.
Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My humps, they got you.